Mano. Ah, agora sim. Agora pegou. Vou ver aqui. Tudo certo. Tudo certo. Vou recomeçar.
Interior of the ship comforting.
Hey friend, don't mean to, but this will be as good to see someone out here. I've been drifting alone here for 2 days without help.
A nave do cara, né?
Wait, you on the account? Alright, come on board. I hope you've got some extra ship parts for repairs, because we're going to need it to get this thing back to base.
I know there are more important things going on, but I need to make airlock integrity looks good. All right. Suppose you were due for one. The contents.
So, you're a pirate? Please. We know you're not really with the fleet. Word of advice? Learn the lingo before you attempt anything so stupid again. You've got two choices. We need ship parts to repair our busted craft drive.
Obrigado aí, mano.
Along with your ship,
Cheguei.
maybe we'll let you leave. Or we dust you and take it anyway. You've got to the count of 20 before I make that choice for you.
Ah, obrigado de novo.
You mean to parlay? Countdown's over. Consider my curiosity piqued.
Eita. Tá vindo muita coisa, hein?
Could have, but didn't. That might be a fatal mistake for you.
Esse cara aqui tá...
You play your cards right, and maybe you'll figure that out. You could be bluffing. But given that you came over willingly, maybe you do have tricks up your sleeve. Okay. enough talk. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'll even help you on your way. I have an incriminating letter from Hearst himself. I'm sure it's valuable to an enterprising individual such as yourself. I don't care what you do with it. Rip it up, use it for blackmail, whatever. I'll give it to you. So long as we get to keep this ship. Deal? Come on. You really need me to spell it out for you? Hearst is a politician. Politicians are susceptible to blackmail. Or if you really want to see fireworks on Mars, I'm sure there is someone in a position of authority in Sidonia that you could turn that into as evidence of corruption. Not like it's going to paint a target on our backs any bigger than we already have. It's sure to stir up trouble for local politics. Seems like a win to me. Smart choice. Now, I suggest leaving before our reinforcements show up. I can't guarantee they'll be as accommodating as...
Capacete dele bem legal, mano.
Time for you to go, isn't it? No? I wouldn't expect you to understand. We plunder first, kill second. Some of us don't enjoy the killing part unless there's no other way. It can get messy. A clever pirate can get what they want without spilling blood. Call me an enlightened prig. Hearst paid us to take care of his problem. Of course, why destroy a perfectly good ship when we could say we destroyed it and keep the money, right? Unfortunately, by the time we found out the ship was broken down, our backup had already jumped, leaving us dead in the water until they figure it out and come back for us. Oh, her? She was dead when we arrived. Self-inflicted. A shame, because we would have offered to release her at the nearest neutral star station.
Right.
We may be pirates, but we're not monsters. At least, I'm not. Just because we pulled a fast one on one of the most powerful men in this system? No offense, my friend, but you're small potatoes. I can respect that you're just trying to do a job, and frankly, I like the cut of your jib. Truth is, you've got no reason to trust us, nor we you. But there is more of us than there are of you, so I'm feeling confident in my decision.
Beleza. Agora eu não entendi a missão ali. Eu vou voltar para ele mesmo.
It's good to be back in our own ship.
Clamps released.
Vênus. Tá cheio de coisa aqui. Ele foi de onde eu vim, eu acho. Marte. Eu quero ver o que é isso aqui. Busque mais pistas. pistas. Não tem nada.
I sure hope you've taken care of our little, problem. Did you, take care of my little problem?
Really? Your move here is blackmail?
I see how it is. Tell you what, say you really do have this alleged note, and we're thinking of using it against me. If you're so inclined, I'll take it off your hands instead, and compensate you far more than releasing Mr. Brennan's shipment of goods. Then you and I part ways and never speak of this again. Do we have an understanding? Come on, don't make me have to explain it to you. Private security leaves a paper trail. Obviously, that's not a good look, so I had to go where that's not a concern. Hence the pirates, hence you. Got it? Now, about that note. You know, you're supposed to destroy the ship, not board it. And even though I don't take kindly to blackmail, you're making the right move by agreeing to keep this matter under wraps. The way I figure, no one will believe you without proof anyway now. So this exchange will see to it the real story stays between us. Now take Brennan's package and your compensation and get out of my damn sight.
Beleza.
Did you do that thing I asked you to do yet? Wait. Maybe I didn't ask you yet. My shipment. Do you have it yet? No. Was it difficult? I guess I never thought about it since you... I mean, my previous assistants just showed up with it whenever I asked. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for getting this for me. Now, could you be a pal and get to my computer messages? Well, they've been piling up while you were gone, and I need you to respond to them for me. Here's my password. Just make sure your replies sound like they're coming from me. I have a reputation to maintain. Yeah.
A reminder.
What did you need? So, yes.
Keep our children safe. Keep them out of harm's way. Thank you from the 𝘾𝙉𝙇𝘾𝙃 Department of Labor.
I wonder what's taking Hank so long. I hope I didn't make a mistake. I saw. Good work. See? I knew having someone on the inside like that would work out. I've already put it in order for the equipment. I was going to ask you to pick it up for me, but there's a problem. One of my guys, Hank 𝘾𝙗𝙗, offered to go. I tried to tell him he'd be more useful sticking to his job here, but he insisted, and he was already on his way out before I could stop him. But it shouldn't be taking this long. Just a quick trip to 𝘾𝙗𝙗 and back. I'm concerned. I could use some help with this. Hank's been a difficult employee, to be honest. More interested in showing off than doing good work. He's aggressive. He starts shit with the other employees. He's often late for work and so on. So this came up and I figured maybe he's trying to turn things around. Even though I was reluctant, I wanted to give him a chance. Now I'm questioning if it was a good idea. I don't know. Maybe he got hit by pirates. Maybe he's out of fuel, drifting. Maybe he just stopped for chunks. Anyway, something's up, and it doesn't seem good. Since you've proven yourself so skilled in so many ways, I was hoping to call on you for it. So, you in? Of course I'll pay you well. You're doing us a huge favor. I even anticipated this by carving out a chunk of the budget specifically to pay you. We don't currently have much information to go on. I'd suggest checking with Sidonia's ship services over at the starport first. They'd be the last person I know that's seen Hank. It's all I've got without sending you all the way to 𝘾𝙗𝙗 to retrace his steps. Good luck.
Live where you work. Tired of commuting from distant systems to Sidonia every day? Lux Condominiums has premium
People always
apartments
ask me
available
what
to
I think
rent.
about mine.
Whether you need single, double, or family occupancy, Lux has you covered. Inquire today.
Anything I can help you with?
Ver aqui se tem alguma coisa interessante. Aqui é só pra vender, não é pra comprar não.
You should should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause... Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape. Let's see here. Hank. No one by that name. Oh, wait. Here we go. Henry Farrell. Hank's gotta be his nickname. Yeah, he's been through here. Took his ship and departed. Actually, it looks like he came back into Mars space recently, but he didn't land here at the spaceport. The ship diverted and landed outside the city a ways. Nothing out of the ordinary. Got a ship and left. Tried and failed to get a discount on fueling up. That's about it. I've been doing this job for years, and I can't think of many reasons someone would come in for landing, but divert somewhere else. I've seen people try to offload some sort of contraband that way, but usually they don't do a flyby of the port before doing so. And scans would have picked it up, so I don't know. You're gonna have to ask them yourself, if you manage to track them down, that is. Yeah, something seems off about this. You're probably right that you need to work this out with your boss. Maybe some wires got crossed. Anyway, good luck and a good day to you. Hey, I hope you get to the bottom. Sooner we get to Montero Luna. Nothing we can do about Hank, but if you need, I'm sure you can find something you like.
Taking Hank so long. I hope I didn't make a mistake by letting Hank go. That's a little suspicious. Why would he do that? Moreover, why wouldn't he return with the goods? Something's definitely up. I asked around while you were gone. Some of his co-workers mentioned there's been a little extra, well, Hank lately. In particular, he was cursing up a storm about work and about his co-workers. Said some things that make me think his intentions here were not pure. Anyway, he's not too bright. Maybe he's still here in Cydonia. Check the Broken Spear. He frequently goes there to drink. We need to get to the bottom of this. Well, see if you can get him to admit it first, and if he does, see if you can get it back from him. If he resists, or otherwise won't tell you what we need to know, then we may have to turn him in. I trust that Cydonia security will bust him good, but he may not tell him where our stuff is. So see if you can at least get that out of him first. Hey, I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job. I will say that I won't officially tell you to do anything to him. But he's been surly as of late, and always had a weird chip on his shoulder. So if it comes to that, you do what you need to do to protect yourself. Dunno. Hank's kind of a weird guy. He never fit in with the team. Tended to act a little sketchy. Always figured he'd be done after one contract. Guy like Hank? Maybe he's just looking to sell it on the black market and earn an extra paycheck. Can't say for sure. Remember, it's most important that we find out where the equipment is. We can always deal with Hank later. We've got to do it before we lose track of it, before it gets sold, moved, or worse. And we've got to hope to whatever higher power you believe in that it wasn't jettisoned into space. We've got our work cut out for us. Good luck.
A reduced noise ordinance is in effect every night from 2200 hours until 0500 hours the next morning.
I could use a break.
Hello, traveler. Will you join me for a while? You strike me as someone... I understand.
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
Man, Zidonia blows. What, standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Way better than my last job at Chunks, though. My story? My story is that I don't like people asking what my story is. I'm just messing! But really, I don't want to talk about myself. Questions, huh? Let me buy you a beer first. Suit yourself. Anyway, I seen you talking to Trevor. What's someone like you doing sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? You're right. I didn't want to bring it back, so I took it. I had to. Those guys all think I'm some kind of joke. And I'm stuck with this stupid 3-year contract. I can't afford to break it. So, screw Deimos, screw Trevor and all the other miners. Losing that equipment's the last straw for them. Did he tell you that? One last failure in a string of failures to meet quotas. It'll be layoffs for everyone, and I won't owe Deimos a damn credit. No, maybe. I don't know. You know what? Who cares? It's my plan, and I'm already doing it. How could I? You'd do it too if your coworkers never took you seriously. I'm always showing them how much better I am than them, and all they do is laugh and talk behind my back. They think I don't hear them, but I do. They say I'm a show-off, that I'm not good at what I do. So screw them. This whole planet sucks. Everyone here is a friggin' loser. Shit. You're right. Fine. You got me. You say I take you to the goods and we bring it back. You can even say you found it. Just don't turn me in, all right? Relax, hotshot. I ain't gonna shoot you in the back, if that's what you're worried about. Just, follow me. We're going outside.
Your instincts are correct here, I think. Hank is not to be trusted.
Hi.
This life ain't easy, but it pays the bills.
Let me know if you need something. What's up?
It is now safe to resume activity.
sometimes, you know? And I got good hearing, so I overheard you all talking about this equipment. I knew what it meant to everyone and how screwed they'd all be without it. And then Trevor just let me go pick it up because he thought I was showing initiative. It really was the perfect plan.
Horroroso. Vai.
You know, it's too bad. I bet I could have made bank on selling this stuff. What do you think? 500 grand? Cool mill maybe? But where would I even have sold it? Not like I would have been able to march pallets of mining equipment down to James without anyone noticing. Probably best for returning it, because what a nightmare that would have been trying to offload it. And trying to destroy it all would have been another huge pain in the ass. It's mostly metal, right? What was I thinking? We're almost there. What? You're leaving? Almost there. What? Right away. I'm sure you get it. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Didn't think I'd be going all the way back so soon. At least you won't have to walk all the way back, eh? I mean, you know, maybe we'll take the ship back to port and let someone else unload it, save ourselves the hassle of hauling it all back ourselves. Anyway, see it just up ahead? That's enough. Now face me, so I don't have to shoot you in the back. You didn't think I'd just reveal my plan, and then let you walk away while knowing everything, did you? Damn, you're dumber than I thought. No, we got a problem we can't resolve. Namely, you know too much. Do they? Oh, maybe I need to rethink what I'm doing. I don't care. I've got to try. I got nothing else. No, I mean, you don't think they'd kill me over this, do you? If you ask me, maybe it's not crazy enough. What do I care about any of them? Burn it all to the ground for all I care. Sorry, but I gotta do this my way. And that means you need to die. Hey, be careful.
Looking for any luck? Oh, do tell. What took him so long? Well, I can assume how that went from the fact that you're here and he's not. He worked hard, but he was a dumb kid. I just never thought he'd be that stupid. Or dangerous. It's a real shame. But I'm glad you managed to resolve it and get back our equipment. I'll take it from here. You really saved our asses. I'm not sure how I would have explained to the suits that we lost all that new stuff. Thanks. If you're still looking to help us out, maybe check with Roof Kid. She seems to...
Subterranean particles. Detonation imminent. Be advised. Article and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Since you have decided the equipment at all, I I was wondering if I could talk to you. We'll get to that. Will you listen to what I have to say first? It's probably not, but I can't afford to go get it looked at. No idea. Some sort of lung rot. Maybe from all the Martian dust that kicks up in here. Or it could be something worse. I know. I wish it were that easy. Actually, maybe this is wrong. You're a total stranger. Forget I said anything. Really? That bad? Well, it's clear you want to help. Maybe I can trust you. See, I'd like to go to Reliant Medical for treatment, but my father, Nathan, is an executive with the Reliant. I came to Sidonia to escape him. Nathan is not a good man. Not to me. And I did something terrible to him, so now he is searching far and wide for me. He has connections with doctors throughout the settled systems. I don't know which ones I can trust, and it won't end well for me if they snitch to him. After my mother died in an accident, he changed. He became obsessed with my protection, but he never listened to what that was doing to me. It got worse and worse. First, it was no traveling in ships without one of his pilots. Then no parties, no drinking, no leaving the house. I obeyed. But he didn't trust me, so he started monitoring everything I did. It became so bad, he once locked me in my room for 2 days after an argument. Can you believe that? A prisoner in my own home. Every day there was yelling, lack of freedom, threats. I had to escape my prison. But even now, I am trapped. It's a risk I have to take. Yes, my condition is getting worse, but there's a chance it will clear up on its own. If my father finds me, well, I know my father and I fear for my safety. That is a definite. It's worse than you think. I didn't just run away from him. I knocked him unconscious, then stole his ship while he was out cold. Trust me, it was warranted at the time. After I ditched it above Aquila, I bounced around the settled systems until I landed here. It's the last place I thought he'd find me. But all that changes if I pop up in the Reliant database. He'll know I'm in Sidonia, and he'll never stop looking for me. Last I heard, he no longer cares for my safety. He only wants revenge. I have little doubt he would throw me in jail for as long as possible. Or worse. Trevor tells me you're skilled in dealing with people. Maybe you could try to reason with my father, or maybe scare him into backing off. But you should know, he has powerful and dangerous friends, so you must be careful. If it works, I'll be free. If not, well, at least he still won't know where to find me. What do you think? He wasn't always the way he is. It wasn't until after my mother died that he changed. Grew angry, dangerous. He was no longer himself. You could try mentioning her by name. Belinda. He misses her greatly. Thinking about her tends to calm him down. It's worth a try. It just so happens there's a conference he goes to on Neon around this time of year. He always stays at Hotel Volai. He won't see visitors he doesn't know, but maybe he'll talk if you tell him you're there on my behalf. It's risky, but maybe he'll listen if he knows you mean him no harm. I've got it. Bring him a bottle of his favorite whiskey, Red Harvest Reserve. Say it's... Say it's a peace offering from me. That whiskey is exceedingly rare. I'm sure it will pique his interest enough to hear what you have to say. As much as possible, yes. I intend to patch things up with him and work with him on our mutual issues. I believe with therapy we could repair our relationship, as damaged as it is. Or if you discover it is irreparable, at least you could put the fear of God in him, and that should deter him from taking further action. There may be, but getting him to listen to you is the key here. And what I've told you is the surest way I can think of. There was a time he had a falling out with his brother, and that whiskey did the trick to bring them back together. With that gift, he will know I am sincere. Good luck. You can check with Jack at the Broken Spear for the whiskey. He may have some or know where to get it. And thank you so much for trying to help me.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal.
If there were any doubt of Sidonia's importance to the United Colonies and its industry, this certainly puts it to rest.
A reminder that particle detonations can occur beyond the city limits between the hours of 0600 and 1800 local time.
If you're looking for a drinking buddy, look somewhere else. You want to know about Neva, huh? Okay, let me think. You ever heard of the galactic cannibalism phenomenon? No? See, that's when two galaxies collide, and the bigger one basically swallows the smaller one. Then the bigger one just moves on. It keeps getting bigger and angrier and roams through space looking for other galaxies to absorb. Neva Mora is 10 times worse than that. Don't mess with her. Don't give her any bullshit. Don't try and rip her off. And whatever you do, you better not betray her, or she will absolutely swallow you whole, and there won't be an atom left. Other than that, she's all right. Let me give you a bit of advice. Don't blurt out crap like that. Do you want to know why? Because the walls around here have ears, and those ears belong to snitches who run to UC security. Then Adler ends up in the slam. Then, when they finally let Adler go, guess what he does next? He has to hunt down the people who are responsible for putting him in that position. And, well, let's say it all gets very, very messy. Does that answer your question? What, is he your best buddy now? His debt's been satisfied, and an example's been made. That's all I ever really wanted. Unless he does something stupid, and mark my words, he will. He's got nothing to fear from me, or my associates. What the hell do you think I'm going to do with the stuff? I'm going to flip it and make a ton of money. You think Carl's booze addiction was bad? These Deimos dusties will blow their entire paycheck to get zoned. Honestly, I consider it a public service. After all, I'm charging them less than a ticket to Neon. Good luck with my associates. I'm sure you'll get along.
Hey there! Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long? Between you and me, I'm pretty tuckered. When that stack of papers was smaller, I might have used it as a pillow. Whew. Was I asleep? Oh, you've probably been standing there for a while. What? Oh, heavens no. These bags under my eyes are just... how I look? Okay, you got me. I am pretty tired, but I can do this. But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Bill, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
List. Is this something of importance?
What? No, nothing like that. I assumed everyone has heard about us by now. We're List, the League of Independent Settlers. How can I help make today your very best day? Why, we help people. We get folks set up and able to start new lives in new places, free of governmental interference. We survey the stars, find suitable places matching people's needs, and get folks started with the essentials. I don't suppose you have a ship? Interested in earning some easy credits? That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy.
Out of the question, I do not do paperwork.
Unfortunately, this paperwork is my responsibility only. As much as I'd appreciate help, I wouldn't make you do any. Used to have an office on 𝘾𝘼𝙉𝘼, but, you know, budget cuts. But it turned out for the best. Now they send me all over settled space where I can interface directly with the people. I'm a people person, as you can probably already tell. Oh, that's just a few applications worth. That's what the human touch looks like. No impersonal computer surveys or security breaches to compromise your private information. Just me and some good old-fashioned ink and paper. Every applicant gets a battery of in-person interviews and has every step of their application completed and carefully reviewed to ensure their particular requirements for the ideal location are understood and met to perfection. Try getting that from the UC or Freestar resettlement programs. Fantastic! That's exactly the can-do, helpful attitude that List looks for in all its employees and contractors. We're looking for folks with ships and/or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications? You know, I can tell that you do, just by the little we've interacted already. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, that oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them? Bring any suitable planet survey data slates to me, and I'll happily pay you for them. And you'll also earn an immediate commission for each interested party who signs up for the list. So get on out there and make truly independent living a dream come true, and turn a few credits while you're at it. I am glad you asked. List provides members with a few tangible benefits and a few intangible ones. First off, we locate an ideal location matching the needs and desires of our members. After that, we provide transportation, as well as a starter set including basic hab modules, extractors, and seeds for farming, etc. Everything needed to get off to a good start. And we set up a small encrypted satellite to aid communication between distant neighbors, and the rare list ship that swings by the sector to offer aid and trade supplies if desired. But more importantly, List provides its members the satisfaction of living on their own and on their own terms, independent and free from harassment and governmental interference. Excellent! Thank you for any assistance you can lend us. Whoops, nearly forgot. Take this.
I hope no one tears down the little green guy posters I've been seeing. They add a lot of charm to this place. It's been I've been swapping stories with other miners. It makes me eager to get a cutter in my hand. It's fine, Dusty. Good. Letting someone else do the worrying has given me time to process my husband's death. I've come to terms with the fact that nothing I do can bring him back. Once that sank in, I commissioned a memorial to be constructed for Manuel. For closure, and because he was never given a proper burial. It was built on the asteroid where we first met. I wanted it there as a testament to our happy memories. I like knowing they'll be remembered when I'm gone. That's kind of you, Dusty. Leave a bottle of Red Harvest whiskey behind if you do. It was his favorite. All right. That's enough sentimentality for one day. We have work to do, Dusty. Let's get back to it. So long, Dusty.
I've warmed up to Mars.
Can't say I'm a fan of excitement and drama around here. Only that I didn't care much for them getting disbanded years ago, and I don't care much for the rumors they're coming back someday. I am, but you don't look like the type that could afford it. The last person that came through here asking about it was none other than Governor Hurst. Didn't even want to drink it. Said he was buying it to put it on display in his office or something. Seems like a waste, but whatever. He paid up. Not from me. And I know Hurst won't give his up willingly either. So, no. Unless you're fixing to steal from Hurst. And for the record, I wouldn't recommend something utterly stupid like that. You don't get it. This whiskey was aged in barrels buried in Martian soil, which leached into it, giving the whiskey its distinct red hue. They don't make this stuff anymore and never will. The exact process was lost. There's a finite amount of this stuff left in the universe. You're lucky I got any at all. Now you got my attention. This ought to be good. I do have a soft spot for that girl. Why didn't you say so? I know Rivka's story. Will this really help her? I do believe you, but you realize what kind of a bind this puts me in, right? Tell you what, I'll do this as a favor for Rivka. She's been through a lot. I'll only charge you what I paid for the whiskey years ago. Pay me that, and it's yours. I sure hope you're not pulling my leg about this whole thing, or else I just let all that money slip away. You better do justice for Rivka.
Excuse me? To see if the value goes up,
or... What's your poison?
Brave the occasion?
Mm-hmm.
So much to do.
I think you and I both know you're not on the payroll anymore. Anyway, no harm done.
God damn it. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. That wasn't directed at you at all. I'm just really stressed out at the moment. You're fine. Actually, maybe you can help me? I'm aware of what you did for Trevor. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything to Peter. I feel like I can trust you. I'm 𝘾𝘼𝙉. I'm a psychologist working for Deimos, and I've been utterly swamped with work lately, trying to make a deadline. I could use a hand tracking down some of our employees and delivering psychological questionnaires to them.
It seems our assistance could be useful, provided it does not in some way violate confidentiality or potentially taint the results.
It's not as sinister as you think. Basically, Deimos invests heavily in its employees and operations. In order to protect those investments, I was hired to perform periodic psychological evaluations. The company wants to identify potential erratic behavior patterns that might jeopardize the company's investments and work with their employees to correct them. It's a lot of personal stuff. I'm not going to get into it with someone I just met. All you need to know is that I could really use a hand. You can? Oh, wow, thanks. I don't even know who I've got left in the stack, but take a look at the names and track them down. When they've all filled out the forms, just bring them back to me and I'll go through them. Just tell them you're assisting 𝘾𝘼𝙉. Oh, and don't read what they write down. It's supposed to be confidential. Thanks again.
Deimos Star Yards may be the first major ship manufacturer, but that doesn't... It's not easy, coordinating corporate efforts between the Star Yard and here. A psychological evaluation? Are you kidding me? 𝘾𝘼𝙉, I'm the one who ordered this program in the first place. Do I really need to go through with this?
I'm well aware, but you are an employee and it is company policy that everyone gets one.
Okay, fine. Let me have it. Okay, this isn't so bad. Easy. Yep. Mm-hmm. You really want to know that? Huh? Okay. And done. There you go. Remind me to make myself and the other execs exempt from these in the future. We wouldn't be where we are if we were a liability.
Okay, if no one else is gonna say it, I will. There's always something to do around here.
Okay.
At least I've got more than enough work to complete before I can go home. Go me.
Hello.
I'm just saying I'm done. Going to the Spear. Anyone else coming with?
Oh, yeah, of course. After today,
Hi there,
I could
friend.
really use it.
Can't believe we're still pulling up huge mineral deposits on the island.
offer a great opportunity for people who don't wish to deal with the trade authority. Hi, welcome to Jane's, Sidonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you. Yep, that's me on the sign, Jane. I operate one of the few independent, non-franchised businesses in Sidonia. I've scrimped and saved for years to build up my little shop. Literally, when I started, it was barely a kiosk, and I was selling loose machine parts, scrap metal, bottled water, whatever I could get my hands on. And my hope one day is to keep expanding to other planets. I've already got a small logistics subsidiary in the works for shipping cargo. Lack of options, I suppose. I was born on Mars. I never knew my mum. She left when I was little. My dad took good care of me, but he died when I was 14, so I had to fend for myself. Those years were the hardest. The shop began as a way to survive, and it's been successful, so I've stayed with it. You have no idea. Every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, something happens to knock me back down. But unless you're some sort of merc, I'm not sure you can help. See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. He was supposed to help run deliveries and bring in all sorts of new goods, but he went missing. I can't find anyone willing to track him down. I'm worried something bad has happened. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's something simple, like he ran out of fuel. It's an older ship and it may have had a minor leak. But I know there's a problem with pirates out there. This was Eric's first real piloting job, and I'm worried they could tell he was easy pickings or something. Could just be my overactive imagination. If all else fails, I'm probably going to, but I'd rather not. That ship? I bought it from a sketchy dealer, because it was all I could afford. Seemed too good to be true. I'm not sure now it was entirely legit. So, you see the problem with contacting SysDev. Really? I mean, thank you. I know it's a lot of trouble, but it'll mean a lot to me. I'll try to compensate you as best I can when you bring back Eric and my ship. It's a cargo runner called the 𝘾𝘼𝙉𝘼𝙇. The last signal I got from him was out near Triton. It's a starting place, at least. And try to bring them both back in one piece. You're gonna find my ship, right? Not really. Last I know, Eric was piloting the 𝘾𝘼𝙉𝘼𝙇 out by Triton. Then, nothing. I know pirates sometimes get bold and venture into Sol to hit cargo vessels. But it could be something else. Maybe he just ran out of fuel? I don't know. I'm worried, though. My stock may be low, but my prices are high. I mean, good.
Hey, this.
Prices are good.
Quase nada.
Good luck out there. I can't imagine what Eric's going through. Sure thing. See you around. I feel like I'm a bit if I don't have what you're looking for. Yeah, bye.
I'm doing pretty good. I've got my
Yes, you need. I am always.
Mother's happy and the kids are happy.
Back to it then.
That's all I need.
I can't believe Deimos has a psychologist on staff.
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training. Oh, say no more. That's good enough for me. Just be sure to watch your step. There's dangerous stuff laying around. I'm Salmond. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmond. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first. Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that. Look, normally I wouldn't tell anyone, but I heard from Trevor how you helped us all out. The short answer is that I was a troubled kid. I stole. I accidentally got someone killed. I went to jail for a while, then came out all reformed. Most of the other miners have no idea, and I'd like to keep it that way. And it's fun to hear what kind of crazy theories they come up with. Like, did you know I was a spy sent by House Varun to steal secrets from Deimos? Ridiculous stuff like that. Sure, hand it here. Let's see. No. 10. No. No. Good. No. And there it is. Is that it? Great. See you around.
Just found out my request for more paid time off for us senior miners was approved. Can't wait to take a trip. Oh, is it that time already? Sure. It's only take a moment. Let's see. Yep. Oh, no. That question again? Well, all right. Okay, that should do it. Here you go. Tell her I said hi, will you?
Every time I see those drawings of the little creatures.
We have the tech to instantly jump across the universe.
You're doing me a huge favor. Thanks. You've got all those forms filled out and returned? Anyone give you any trouble? Other than Leona?
I heard that.
No. You're just a nice person who agreed to help someone in need during a bad situation. This is a one-time thing. Technically, you're not even supposed to do that. But honestly, we're all overworked up here, and you can't really do any damage. So, hey. Glad to hear it. And thanks once again. I don't usually ask random people to do my work. This is a special case due to the circumstances, but you really came through for me. Here's a little something to compensate you for your time.
I still can't believe I had to fill out one of those evaluations.
Will we be taking off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
State your business or stay away. He's indisposed. You're speaking with Captain 𝘏𝙗𝙗, and this ship is under ecliptic control. We're mercenaries. We get paid to solve problems no one else wants to take up. Much like yourself, I imagine. Interesting. We'll talk. Here on board, where I have my crew to back me up. Be aware that if you try anything, we will not hesitate to fire on you. You may come aboard.
close enough. Think twice before starting trouble. What exactly do you want here?
Exit the premises or suffer the consequences.
Yeah, and what do you have to say about it? We're getting paid to deliver it back to the trifle owner, and I don't think that's you.
I swear, it's like I said, that's Jade's ship. I was there when she bought it.
Hey, shut up and let the adults talk. Now, where were we before this interruption? That's possible, but even if what you say is true, it's not my problem. We've got to reclaim it for its owner. Sucks for your friend, but we got our orders. So, unless you've got something else to propose, we'll be taking the ship in. Our employer will handle the pilot. I'm not convinced this is a good idea. I guess they never have to know. I hear you. Maybe we can work something out. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. You know what? Fine. I'll tell our guy the ship's gone. We get paid either way. This ain't worth the trouble. Just be extra careful out there. If my client ever finds out the truth, we may meet again. And I won't be so cordial.
Ugh. Negotiating with 𝘾𝙉𝙉 frankly makes my skin crawl. But it achieved our objective.
You can untie your pilot and let him take the damn ship. I'm done with this headache.
Thanks. I thought that was gonna be it for me. I can't believe you worked out that deal. Jane's gonna be happy to get her ship back. They said they'd been looking for this ship for months, ever since it was reported stolen. I don't know who it belonged to, but they clearly wanted it back bad enough to call them mercs, not SysDef. Must have had some way of tracking it. Followed me from Mars until we were nowhere near SysDef, I guess? Or just my own bad luck. I was just about to write the whole thing off as a loss, but damn, you pulled it off! I guess I'll stay here with these guys until their ship returns, and I'll meet you back at Jane's.
Don't make me regret the deal we made.
Say the word, and we shall be on our way.
We're loose.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. You're cleared to land.
glad I'm training out here and not somewhere like on the surface of Mars, hiking miles over rough terrain.
All are welcome here. In life.
Hope everything went well. So what happened? Who took it? It was stolen? Oh, jeez. I guess it really was too good to be true when I bought it. Anyway, I'm super glad you found my ship and saved Eric. It's more than I could have hoped. I'm glad I asked you instead of relying on Sistef. I never would have seen the 𝘏𝘼𝙉𝘼 again if I did that. No! I mean, I knew the deal I got on it was too good to be true, instincts be damned. I probably should have thought about it more, but I had to jump on the offer because my business means everything to me. Guess I know better now. Well, first of all, I'm gonna count myself lucky. Then, I'm gonna continue building this business. Now that I've got a functioning cargo ship and a pilot, I can really start to bring in some good merchandise. You've done me a real solid here. There's really nothing I can do to fully repay you for what you did. Here's what I can afford to pay you. And on top of that, I'll see what I can do to lower the price of anything you want to buy from me. Thanks again.
Just passing through?
I offer a great opportunity for people who don't wish to deal with the trade. Well, you got the ship back, and I think I'm just gonna lay low for a bit, just in case. Oh, to be honest, I'm a little spooked by the ordeal. I don't have to start over from scratch, and that's great. So, thank you, again. As soon as we're ready, Eric will be back to making runs, and hopefully, he'll have learned a thing or two. Maybe I'll even upgrade the 𝘏𝘼𝙉𝘼 with more defenses. Might not be a bad idea, you know? Just in case. My stock may be low, but my...
Đấy.
See you around.
Ugh. I do not understand how anyone can tolerate the lights and the music for long.
Are you here to book a room? Welcome to the Hotel 𝘏𝑉𝑖. Are you here to rent a room?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. We have finally appointed spacious suites, all featuring fantastic amenities. Best of all, each room is security protected with an encrypted password-locked door. So, you can rest easy at night. Nope, no catch. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits. Well, almost every business in Neon is subject to ridiculous fees and taxes. They claim that it's because Neon occupies such a prime location, having close proximity to Ryujin and all of the other megacorporations. But I think you and I both know that's not true at all. No miracle, just some good old-fashioned ingenuity. But that's a story for another time.
So, can I book you a room for the night?
To tell you the truth, not really. And that's one of the consequences with the arrangement between Administrator Bayu and myself. He won't hassle me, but there's nothing I can do about my guests being hassled. The last tenant I had was arrested for spitting on the street. As you can imagine, business is not exactly booming. Luckily, I have more than enough capital to cover my expenses, but it still sucks. You mean the stuff Bayu leaves out of the brochures? Don't mind at all. Oh, you noticed that little thing? Yeah, that's Bayu's crown jewel. First of all, you have the Astral Lounge, flowing with aurora, attracting every tourist within light years of Volai. Then you have exorbitantly priced offices for every megacorp, besides Ryujin, with Xenofresh Fisheries square at the top. And like the cherry at the top of his ego sundae, Bayu's got his private penthouse. I don't even want to think about what goes on up there. Neon has 4 main districts. The ones where Bayu wants you to spend your credits are Bayu Plaza and Ikuchi Market. Those are the glitzy parts of town. Bayu Plaza is the section outside my doors, from the trade tower to the spaceport. Ikuchi Market runs from the Starport Terminal to Ryujin Tower. Not quite as glamorous as the plaza, but still expensive. Then there's Upside, running the perimeter of the upper platform. Probably not the best spot for tourists. Finally, you have the Underbelly, the working class's domain under our feet. Not much down there, but industry and a few random shops. Most of the Underbelly is taken up by Xenofresh and Generdyne's facilities, but there are a few hidden gems you might want to check out. Actually, I'd recommend checking out Off-World Eats. Cosmos and Lee run that place. They're a couple of great guys. No, I don't think so. Ebside's filled with a few decent clubs, like Madame Salvage's place and Euphorica. You should check them out. Just watch your back. It's gang territory, which means Neon security tends to ignore what goes on in there. Sounds good. Let me know if you need anything else. Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you. I'm sure you understand. Oh, how nice! His daughter must be feeling very generous to be sending him something like that. Mr. Ovadia is in his room on the 3rd floor. I'll buzz him and let him know you're on your way.
Here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is full.
Well, Red Harvest Reserve, huh? I assume this is from my daughter. Well, she knows how to get my attention. So... not been so blind. You have no idea what you're doing. You need to tell me where she is this instant. My own daughter assaults me in my own home, steals my personal spacecraft, then runs off to who knows where. Now you think a friendly little chat is going to smooth it all over and make things better? How foolish do you think I am? My daughter knows me well. Maybe she is serious about this. I suppose I've overreacted. She was young, and while foolish, she is still my daughter. And 𝘾𝙉𝙗𝙗 is all I have left of my wife. I would do her a disservice to incriminate her daughter like that. She told you about that. I'm not proud of it. I've wrestled with it ever since my wife died. I have been a terrible father. It will be up to 𝘾𝙉𝙗𝙗 how she wants me to make amends, and I will do whatever it takes. If she wants money, she'll get it. If she wants me to go to therapy, I will. Whatever it takes. I promise. Yes. Tell her I will drop the charges immediately and call off the bounty hunters. And I suppose I will seek her out to talk. I may just need a little time to figure out how to say what I need to say. Thank you.
As they say, calling off the bounty hunters is usually the first step to a family reconciliation. If you are free soon, could we talk? I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. You told me that fun was important. I assumed you were joking and dismissed it out of hand. But, having thought about it, I wonder now if you were right. Or at least, if I were too quick to reject the idea. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it. Doubts have never been something I would consider. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet, no, that is not what I am trying to say. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence. It certainly influenced the way I see the universe. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had, maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning. Until now, I have disagreed strongly with that idea, but therein lies my concern. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others. I appreciate that more than you know. Yes? Very good.
Welcome, off-worlder. To the Hotel Volai, your home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and...
Wow. Whenever I eat here, I cannot help but taste dust and dirt.
Used to think I was Vanguard material.
20 years ago, I moved to Sidonia.
I received an urgent message from my father. He's dropped the charges. It will still be difficult. There's a lot we need to speak about, but I think we may be able to mend our relationship, thanks to you. I doubt it will come to that, but yes. I now know I have a friend I can count on when I'm in trouble. Yes. It sounded sincere. I can tell. And if I'm being truthful, I secretly hoped he would come to his senses. Of course, we will be taking things slow. There is a lot of trust to rebuild. But he acknowledged and apologized for his past behavior. That is a good first step, and I'm willing to let him back into my life, bit by bit, as long as he proves his words and commits to change. Without your intervention, this would not have been possible. And I can finally treat this. Thank you. I cannot repay you enough.
People always ask me, 𝘾𝘼𝙉, why did you? Sure is. Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements.
Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow. Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor. I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous. Not as much as they used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just use regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh? That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right, or else terrible things can happen. About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and I haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is. Hey, stay safe!
Oh, I'm beat. Yeah, okay, bye.
Every time I see those drawings of the little creature with the space helmet, it reminds me that you can find joy anywhere, even Sidonia.
Everything seems to be where we left it.
Wrong place, wrong time. Shit, it's abandoned.
Yeah, right. Get it.
Easing into things, Natasha. Is our mutual acquaintance helping the transition to this profile for you? Yes, I would say that.
Thank you.
Adjustments part has been acclimated to what you perceive as the more insignificant customs. Interesting. Such as... Yes, here's a particularly strange one. After a person sneezes, someone invariably invokes the phrase, "bless you." Oddly strange to administer absolution after witnessing.
That is a shame. I would like to have understood this.
I got this! Lock and load!
You turn around and leave! Now! Like, I'm going best not to leave anything useful behind. Should have trained more.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Vídeo.
I always wondered what it would be like to see these famed red devils in combat.
Winter!
Spoils of victor. Great. Hopefully they amount to something. Alert. Best to assume we have not seen the last of these spacers. takes all this to phrase, is it not? Miners' quarters ahead, perhaps? Filled with more spacers, no doubt.
Damn it! Damn it.
Nothing personal.
More fire on him! You're already dead. Take your best shot.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
The spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally. Hello. If there's anything you need, I am happy to share. Is that it then?
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
I heard you helped out Mitch. I know we won't give up looking for the rest of those.
You've got the slate, reduced joint wear. Oh, this formula's got. Okay, so here's what, and that you'll trade it. You can try if you. So you think you? Oh, this is good. Oh, and here. Oh, use that if you can.
Was there something else? Aqueous hematite. And exactly... But where's this hematite coming? The deep mines? Well now, we could contract and think what... And what do you want? Dr. Walker's dead? Well, it seems we... And here, wouldn't want you feeling. We'll just be taking... I wouldn't be... If you stumble upon any more business opportunities, I do hope you think of us.
Take your time and ask me. Cool. That's what we do here. Yo, stay good out there.
Please keep prolonged showers and
Well, You bothering me for a reason, my love?
Do your part to preserve our precious resources. Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Public Works.
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there, but it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Here, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down. Appreciate the help.
Hey, look. Best watered down drinks on the planet.
Percival's going to be real. Not a lot of folks would have stuck their necks out for a stranger like that.
Not all of the resources have been stripped out of these caves, it seems. Shall we see if anyone is home?
I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. She's... Did she look okay?
Okay.
A terramorph. She's fortunate to be alive at all. Hope you two had plenty of backup. So what's this she had you bring all the way down here after putting you in harm's way? Adrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Come on.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests.
and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all on a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. It was an entire city wiped off the map. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to 𝘏𝑗𝘏𝑗𝑐. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
The chances for survival, let alone maintaining any kind of functioning society, would be slim indeed.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now? Because until now, the terramorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there? It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to find evidence for a similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means. But I doubt it's good. So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here. The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster if we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Finalmente agora não.
All systems are nominal. We are ready to depart. Hello.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
If you find jumping in low gravity amusing, now is your chance to enjoy yourself.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. That's definitely not what I thought I was signing you up for. But thank you. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Va'ruun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on 𝘏𝑒𝑖𝑑. With both of us. Well, when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Va'ruun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that. The Cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The President, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads. Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind. Of course, you deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done. No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has been done for a long time. Oh, you already knew. I'm sorry about that. It didn't seem relevant in the moment, and well, it's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground,
But the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. Because the Terramorph project was doomed from the start. Terramorphs are too mean, too smart, too hungry to be used in combat. Trust us, we tried. The data that's in the archives, it's historical write-ups, anatomical notation, food chain analyses. I doubt they would have even classified it if it didn't have a Xeno-Warfare logo on it. You have my word. It's not a threat. I mean, I hope they will, given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Va'ruun on our side, that won't be easy.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board. All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
The red eyes are some badge of honor?
You and Hadrian have a big job ahead.